Come forward.
Welcome to the big race, the Ted and Sergeant Thomas Memorial Cup. And it's great to have our sponsor, Mr. Brian Thomas. Hello. And Odette is lady, good wife. Jerry is young daughter. And Jimmy is cousin. Nice turnout this morning from the Thomases. Oh, is it? Oliver, the boy, is not here. Right, Brian joined in 1967. He was in Naples, weren't you, Brian? You were too? Brian was a club president from 2001 to 2004, and he does our fantastic job as club secretary. If we had to pay him the hours he worked, we'd be bankrupt. Tremendous amount of work. Thank you. Yes, totally agree. Brian's father did a lot of work with cine films. Was your father a member before you, Brian?
He never raced. He did swim occasionally, but he never raced.
He did loads of really fantastic documentaries on cine film. He managed to sort of put them onto.
They were put on VHF by Alan Titmuss. I'm not sure what's happened with that, but I've still got the originals. My nephew's got the originals at the moment. I think he intends trying to put them onto
DVD. Yeah. So Brian is a keen skier, along with Odette and Jerry, and we've shared many a good holiday together, going back many years when we used to have a certain time. Jerry she was that small, she used to be swimming down, skiing down between Brian's legs and Oliver. She's a tremendous skier, don't go skiing with her. And she's going again next week. Jerry played rugby for England under 20s. Brian, I think Brian might have had a bit of that with his coaching rugby. Brian's swimming, he's fantastic over the first 40 yards. But I think today's race eclipsed anything that's happened in London this week. So, that's a good one. Brian is going to give us a little bit of a history, because I think it deserves it, about the Ted and Sergeant Thomas's Cup.
Okay, just very briefly, the Cup was a memory of my father, who sort of encouraged me a lot and brought me down from my babe in arms, but it's in memory of Sergeant Tommy Thomas, who was my uncle. He joined the club as a schoolboy, I think he was about 13 or 14 years old, about 1937. He was in the RAF during the war, and he was killed in 1941 at the age of 19. And so every year since, we've had the Memorial Cup, first won by Sid Levy in 1942. I think I've got a photograph of me, it might be on a website, as standing on one of these tables when I was about 2.5 years old. So I've really been coming down since I was a babe in arms. But I remember the first time I swam, it was 1966, it was a very cold Easter, and I was 10 years old, and before the race I dived in, and I can only describe it was like diving into concrete. I swam about 10 yards and jumped out, and then the following year my great aunt, she actually signed me up as a member, so I had to swim, and I came down. I was away for the actual race on a school trip, so I came down in early May for the first 440 race. I was 11 years old, and it was a day like today, and I walked out on the board and took one look. I went to walk, I don't want to do this, I went to walk back, and my dad said, no, you can't swim. So I dived in and kept going, so if he hadn't have pushed me back in the board, he wasn't a pushy parent, but if he'd let me walk off that board, I would never come back.
What a loss it would have been to our club.
So, do you want to announcements or?
Yeah, a few announcements first. 150 of hats, Lorraine Scotland. So we've got another about 40 left, I think. So £6 each. Bargain. I can see quite a few amongst us. You all need a spare. In case you do. And I've got a special announcement to make today. And we have a young lady amongst us. Got a broken arm this morning, unfortunately. But you know, she couldn't swim, and this week she got put up to a second class and she's got a stage 1 swimming certificate. Well done, look at that. That's it. Well, face the cameras. Not shy.
Oh, come on.
Well done. That's a future swimmer for us. Some bad news. We had PC Flog came in last week and said, I don't want to be telling you, but I'm going to pinch any more cyclists. So if you cycle in this park, he's going to find you.
Stick to the cycle paths.
Yes, that's it.
Stick to the cycle paths.
That's what I do.
So, just remains for us to give the prizes.
Put up the prizes before we give the car. I'll just explain. A bit of a theme here. The tea towels and the mugs and the coffee cups, all from the RSPB, which is a charity we can support. Plus, plus jar honey.
Homemade.
Own honey. A lot of work's gone into that, like tens and tens of thousands of bees. And also, it was Red Nose Day last week. This is the David Williams book produced for Red Nose Day, which is an interesting read.
Brian actually and Odette keep bees, so that is their homemade, and it's mine. I didn't win.
You're winning late. This is your mark.
Won the cup, Danny.
So if we
Big Heller. Oh, there she is.
Well done.
You gotta take the honey. You're
Thank you very much.
Take the prize.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Photo.
Thank you. That'll do.
Good one.
choose a choice.
Yes! Good girl.
First in the second.
Yes, that's correct. First in the first race.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, I do. Henry Fishelbog.
Hey! In the first race, yeah.
This is an Eric Courtesy race again. Obviously.
Won last week.
First in the third race.
He was first in the third.
Yeah.
The first in the first.
Oh, sorry. That was Jan Farmer.
You can't help it, he's Spanish.
Ah, you don't. Okay, sorry.
Danny Lozo.
Brain freeze. Take the honey. Take the honey. I know it's okay.
So now for second in the first race.
Second in the first race, Claire. Claire Doyle.
Aprons.
Oh, she doesn't do aprons. Her man cooks for her.
Second in the second race.
Mike Barron.
Well done, Michael.
Apron.
Second in the third race.
Second in the third race.
Felicity.
She's gone home. She's gone home.
Gone?
Oh.
All right.
The second and the third and the third race, the second and the first race,
do
the
that.
17th and the 12th race.
Who's anyone in contact with Felicity?
Her father made me.
Is he here, Robin? Right.
Could we disqualify her? 17J?
Alright, give it to the next person.
Yeah.
Boris.
Boris! Oh, he's gone as well. It wasn't Boris, it wasn't Boris.
He'll get to you soon,
Volka. Take the apron.
Stand in the front so you get seen as well.
Now third in the third.
Third in what race? Third one. What haven't we
Just
called?
anyone.
Race one and
That's
race
what I
two.
needed, no?
Come back, Rose, come back.
So, thank you. The third in the first race was Andrew Fuller.
Well done, Andrew.
Thank you.
What, with the tea?
Yeah. All right. Third in the second race.
Third in the second race or second in the second race?
You lost me ages ago.
Take the apron.
And while Angie's here, we have a special announcement. Come here, young lady. Ange has been put on our new fixture card as assistant handicapper. Our first Australian.
You might get some good for Christy did the
Take
handicap.
the apron.
Yes, got the
But you
apron.
have to wear it with nothing underneath.
But I'm only when I'm handicapping.
We didn't put that on the website.
All right. We need one more prize. Okay. Again.
Make it up, make it up.
Matthew Moroney. I'm not making it up. No, it's there.
All that remains is next week. It's straight race 220. We might have two races.
We will have 2 races.
And the order will be correct because he's away. So please join me in 3 big cheers for Brian, Odette, Jerry, 2 dogs, cousin Jimmy. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip! Hooray! Hip! Hooray! Well done, everyone.
Thank you.